fruit making Americans fat?
Yes.
No, fuck, absolutely not. But let's just see where this crazy train goes.
Fructose, for one thing, all fruit breaks down to sugar, but then it also breaks down to fructose, which creates a lot of visceral fat. So fructose is really hard on the liver. The liver has a hard time processing it, but it also creates a lot of internal fat. So you see a lot of the vegan.
Okay, I'm just going to cut her off right there because she just goes on to rip on vegans and fruitarians for eating more carbs. And they're hiding all this internal visceral fat. She doesn't propose any sort of actual evidence, but just simply talks shit. But allow me to provide some evidence because all three of these studies actually show how fruit and veggie intake improve body composition long term. And this article specifically says visceral fat is inversely related to the fruit intake. Inversely meaning the more fruit you have, the less visceral fat. And this is the primal bod girl, so you know she just loves eating a lot of meat and a lot of fat. So when you overconsume saturated fat, what happens to your visceral fat? Go figure, it gets increased. Now this is a funny article because they experimented when you have the same calorie intake, but you replace 5% of those calories from carbs with total fat, it increased your visceral fat. Now she's already said a lot of crazy shit, but it actually gets better.
And then you have fat in your muscles. It's called myosteatosis. And this is what a lot of those bodybuilders get. They get myosteatosis.
So myosteatosis isn't a medical term. It's not even a fucking real thing. Closest thing I could find is myositis, which is a medical condition based on infection or autoimmune conditions and idiopathic. And I'm willing to bet that bodybuilders that keep sub 10% body fat are not dealing with visceral fat issues. For the record, unlike her, I'm not trying to say good guy, bad guy when it comes to carbs or fats. When they compare a very high fat diet to a very low fat diet, there is no difference on the influence of visceral fat. They're both equally effective. And it's important to look at the whole picture as this article talks about fruit and veggie intake, and if you do not put it in with efforts to reduce total calorie intake, it does not guarantee a healthy body composition. So fruit is not making you fat, but too many calories will. You can ignore people who are fear-mongering around fruit and making up fucking words just to prove their ideology.